in tech! Because I fucking backed away from a fucking explosion that's gonna take our head off. Like,
It's probably the best thing. Okay, so just kind of a quick refresher on how the rules work. So, anytime, so you guys all have your abilities that are listed, your like green, yellow, and red ones. Those you have access to, depending on either which part of the scene you're in, or wherever your character's health is at.
Alright.
So I'm not sure this will be the same for everybody, but I've got 3 greens, 3 yellows, 2 reds.
It differs between which class, or not class, but like archetype and stuff that you pick.
Yeah, I didn't write down which of mine were which, so that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any. Oh, I do have yellow abilities. Never mind.
I think all these ones are red.
Aaron realized he fucked up.
Michelle, you don't have your character.
I know.
So
it's
maybe
been a week.
Yeah, there's no other adults in the room that can perform simple tasks. Moving on.
Come on.
If I didn't sandbag it, who would?
Anyone else?
Yeah, but this way I get to do it. Okay,
Seems
moving
legit.
on.
Oddly fair.
So other than
I didn't
those,
bring dice because they're all packed.
Way to go,
yeah,
dickhead.
that's fair enough.
Oh, did you finally close on that house that you were doing a bunch of work on without actually closing on that house?
No, but it did pass its second inspection, so everything's prepared and ready to go.
Okay.
They were trying to get a hold of my company to prove employment. Last I knew, I sent an email to my HR person. Fucking useless.
Yeah, that's how HR people work. Alright, so other than you guys' abilities, you also have access to, everybody can do any of the same 4 basic actions, which are attack, defend, boost, or hinder. I think those are all of it, yeah. That's true. And there's also the overcome, which is basically like a skill check. Now, anytime you do any given die, or any given roll, unless you're using one of your specific abilities that tells you use this one roll or something like that, you always add 1 status dice, 1 quality, and 1 power. And ultimately, since it's up to storytelling, you kind of decide what it is. Like, let's say you wanted to use close combat, and your quality of flight, or your power of flight, and you're in, like, the green. So you would roll all 3 of those, and then whatever the smallest roll comes up, that's the minimum die. The largest one is the max die, and then whatever's different is the mid die. If they come up the same, then it ultimately doesn't really matter.
Okay, and if you're in green, it's 10. Yellow,
Depends on
it's
your
always
archetype.
8.
Depending on which character type you're using.
Yeah, because I know I retconned mine, because my red was a 6, but I retconned my red from a 6 to an 8. So that I'm always more or less effective.
Seems fair.
So it should have all been in our character creation when that came up.
You're right.
And then not only does your own personal health determine it, but there's also a scene tracker. So basically I run how well the action scene is going. Every round where everybody's gone, I'll mark off 1. And like the first 2 are green zone, the next 4 are yellow, and then the last 2 or 4 are red. Anytime the scene changes, you guys have access to your yellow abilities or red abilities, depending what that point is. And then your green abilities, you always have access to. You don't lose access to the previous tier when you gain the new tier. It's in a constant state of you just gain access to more as the scene progresses.
Seems fair.
Okay.
Other than that, like I said, it kind of is more based on storytelling. So pretty much whatever you say your character's doing, you've got the stats to choose really what it is.
Go with it.
Okay.
Alright.
I think it's pretty much.
Yep, you don't have any 12s or 4s, so.
So, some of you guys probably have access to some reaction abilities.
12 in my pants.
Those you can use outside of your turn just as a reaction to some other stimuli, depending on what it is. But you can only use one per turn until the start of your next turn comes around. So, like, I don't know if you have any reaction in here, Michelle.
I do.
Yeah, they'll have a little R. Yep, so, like, let's say you use that after you just went to do whatever it is to somebody. You won't get access to that ability again until the start of your next turn, and then it comes back. Just kind of like how 5e works.
Seems fair.
Okay.
Alright, I can dig it. Yeah.
Alright.
Can I see the book just real quick?
Good way in.
I I wrote down all my abilities, but didn't write down if I used the min dice or the max dice or anything like that. It'll take me a second here.
Yeah, I really fucked up with this, so I'm gonna need. Not now. I'm just gonna roll with it now and try to feel it out. But I didn't write down a lot of important information when it comes to my shit.
Good.
Major generation.
Good.
Use it. Sorry, fucking Blade. God damn it.
Oh.
Fuck you, Wesley Snipes.
Oh, I was going to say, let the hate run through you.
Hinder self, man.
But I've also been rewatching all the Star Wars movies. So.
Just watched 2 of them today.
You watched 2 Star Wars movies today? Oh, that's... Which ones? Was it the one with the Tactical Union guy?
No. 4 and 5. 4 and
Nice.
5.
Oh, yeah, I just rewatched those
A New
too.
Hope and
Empire.
Empire Strikes Back. That's what all my YouTube videos are so far. They're literally me watching Star Wars movies and talking about them. I just did episode 5.
So,
Episode 5
did
was the
you
best.
talk about how
He
the
only
fact...
did one.
Did you talk about the fact that R2 gets blown up by a blaster bolt at the end of A New Hope?
Does he?
You know?
But he's fine now.
But he's fine. Because he also, in the Clone Wars TV series, got blown up by a ship full of Rhydonium.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I have never seen this show. I'm probably never going to.
Rhydonium's like starship fuel. It's hyper unstable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plot armor!
Yeah.
Actually, he gets blown up
A
good
lot.
shot?
Mhm.
In episode 4 when?
At the end, he gets hit.
Oh, when he's in the Y...
The
thing,
Y-Wing, yeah, the
or
X-Wing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Y-Wings all get shot down because the X-Wings don't know how to carry their pilots.
Remember in episode 8 when they're floating in space but somehow dropping bombs?
Hey, you know what? You can make fun of that if you want. I think those ships are fucking awesome.
My problem is why the fuck would you
My
have...
problem
Here, let's
is
attack them with
gravity.
these slowest ships in the planet. Oh no, they're shooting our very slow
No.
ships with no shielding.
Those things are cool as shit, okay? I don't care.
It's a neat
Design
design,
is
but when
cool.
you think about it for more than not at all, like, yeah, it's effective
Yeah.
for carpet bombing a planet, but that's about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't work in space.
Yeah, no. It would just be like, alright, let's go.
Oh,
Well, that was a
are
bad
we gonna
choice.
Start, are we gonna start analyzing the science of Star Wars?
My favorite thing in episode 8
They
is
do
in the
have
big
sound
throne
in
room
space.
fight when there's a guy who literally could have stabbed Rey with a dagger who was standing off to the side.
Yeah,
And then just in the next scene, he didn't have the dagger anymore because they realized, shit, he just stabbed her.
I don't
Plot
remember.
armor Ex Machina much?
I don't remember that. I remember.
Actually, it just boils down to
I
bad
don't know,
choreography.
Rex
It's not the
King.
only thing that's ever done it. Like,
I-
lots of things have bad
yeah.
choreography. You ever watch any, like, old movies that have just some guy doing kung fu in the background who's not even fighting anybody?
Yeah, I haven't.
It happens
rewatched-
constantly. It's the funniest fucking thing.
I haven't rewatched 8 yet. I don't remember a lot. I remember liking the scene with the bombers because I thought they were cool.
Meh.
Yeah, I think that they're cool looking, but I mean, space physics.
But I digress.
I digest.
Alright.
Maybe that
You
ship
about done
they're
over there,
bombing
James?
was so
Yeah, just
big
about.
it had its own gravitational
gravity
pull.
pull. Okay.
It was a big ship.
It was a huge
It had to
bitch.
suck air in from space so that it could have sound to power the turbines.
Bullshit.
To be fair, Star Wars would be super boring if you couldn't hear the space explosions.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Although there's the moment, I know it's the other thing people are gonna freak out about, aren't happy about, but when I don't like this part either. When
Oh.
she flies into hyperdrive into the ship and blows it up and destroys it. And
Right
it goes-
into the supremacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of like the logic of Star Wars, it makes the whole thing fall apart. But in terms of a moment where it just goes and it's like totally silent, and it's just like
Yeah.
you see them all.
Yeah, like that's a good
That's-
scene.
that's-
It's like,
As a
cool.
moment, it's a great scene, but like then you
But
get
as
Star,
any kind
then
of
you get Star
continuity-
Wars fans who are fucking terrible and who
rabid
like
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just bitch about and just want to.
I'll be talking about all this in my episode 8 video.
Cheers.
Oh boy. Dude.
Excuse me.
I'll be more than happy to like
Sounds
do one of those
fake.
weird little cameo things, just like yelling something back. You mean how the Death Star could just be, hyperdrive that bitch into a planet?
Yeah.
Well, the energy they would save on lasers.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
What are they charging?
Reading my fucking.
now?
You don't do the budget. I do.
Yeah,
So that's why they don't have
that guy's
railings
just
right by the
lazy.
I think the most
Firing
realistic thing in Star Wars is when an alarm goes off, the stormtroopers just stand there, think that it's a grill, and just continue to laze about.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that is like
Yup.
that's fine.
That's what you do at work.
That's the military.
Fucking legit, man. Like it's
Is
just.
this fire alarm supposed to be go? No? No, we're not slotted for a drawer right now? Alright.
Now somebody better fix that damn thing. It's getting fucking
Turn the
annoying.
music up.
It's like when you hear a car alarm. The car alarms are supposed to be like, hey, somebody's trying to steal this. When in reality, all you
It's
think
just
is
like, whatever.
some motherfucker has a car alarm. My own car alarm went off once, and like for 2 minutes, I'm like, what an asshole. And I'm like, oh shit, it was because I bumped the panic button in my pocket. And I'm like, oh, I'm the asshole.
It was me.
Yeah, or whenever
I hate the whole
our
fucking sheep shit.
automatic dispensing robot runs out of a med, it's like,
Doesn't it
what's
scream
Phil
like a
want
Roomba?
now?
The
Like,
Roombas scream?
They
do. Roombas fucking scream, dude.
What, like goats or?
No, like when a Roomba.
I think they send you text message alerts now.
Yeah, okay, so old Roombas, when they would like detect a ledge or something, when it's like I can't, they would sit there and go.
Like if it gets to the top of a staircase, it just sits there going.
A Roomba.
And then if you kick it, if you record it and you kick it off, then you can splice in R2.
that would be cool if they did that.
I love it.
Or they make the sound of those little mouse droids on the Death Star. I love those things.
Upgrade. So
those ones are so cool.
cool. I should be good. Cool.
Okay.
I at least know how all my stuff works now.
Alright.
Because I realized that I picked powers without asking you what they did specifically,
Well,
and I'm like,
I don't
yeah, okay,
think-
cool, this works, that works, cool, let's go.
Oh, like these powers, like
Yeah.
power powers, or
Yeah, like power powers, like.
I don't think powers do anything.
Well, no, like my
You know,
yellow skills,
your
my green
abilities,
skills,
yeah.
yeah.
I see.
Like I picked upgrade self, and I based it off of my awareness without understanding what it did. Upgrade self gives me a bonus. It's persistent and exclusive, so I can't get the same bonus again or better because it's this one. And my upgrade self is because I'm aware. I just go into the battle set and I'm like, there they are.
What soup?
But tonight, soup. What?
I've got my little cheat sheet here. It's easier than flipping through.
Alright.
Okay.
Kill me with a teacup. Soup fetch.
All right.
I can't find any clothes. Where are you, soup? I mean, you're that soup.
All right. So, I gave you guys a little intro, or the little blurb of where we were starting. So we'll go ahead and go around the table, I guess, and kind of let each of you guys kind of decide why you're here. I hope you guys at least thought about that. Michelle, if you just want to skip for now, and then we'll cover it next time when you actually have your character.
Yep.
So James, we will start with you. Why are you in the most welcoming city in the world?
Right? Give me just 1 second. I want to reread the intro.
Ah, that tells me you didn't think about it.
No, I did. I just want to make sure that I've got it
It's not like portals are opening from other worlds and refugees from.
Basically, what happened for me is I was fighting a Catholian star god,
As you do.
as a dude, and we were catapulting through realms and shit, and I got torn away and sent to this planet, and I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm here because I'm here, and this crime has got to stop.
Oh, so you're
Hey,
one of the
hello.
refugees?
Yeah, that's fair
Yeah.
enough.
I mean, I'm a powerful refugee,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Still,
yeah,
all things
there's
considered,
things
a refugi.
yeah, I mean,
You are one refugi.
I don't have a reality or time or planet per se that I call my own. So yeah.
You don't have anything to get back to.
Yeah, that's right. You're like a mess.
Oh yeah. Didn't your planet get blown the fuck up or something?
Fuck if I know.
He's everything.
No, I glow at night.
Those things are okay.
No, that's the proper answer to that question.
Did your planet get blown up?
Alright,
No,
so
no,
Michelle,
I
unless
glow
you
in the
have
dark.
something for your specific character that you wish to blurb.
Not yet.
Okay, if not.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I figured out my signature vehicle too. It's a polished chariot.
What? Okay. What's your name?
Basic bitch.
I haven't chosen one yet.
Okay.
He's still learning English. Leave him be.
Like at this point, he's just been jumping through realities for so long, and he does not recall what it is.
I'm not really.
Do people go by Buckle?
Just seems right.
Just like Tim.
But your driver's license says Timothy. No, Buckle sounds right.
People go by Buck.
I go by Startled.
Star-Lord?
Yes.
There's a little disclaimer
keep the
in
note
his
of that.
signature. Like just
Not that one.
Legally distinct from Peter Quill.
It was Star-Lord, but with an E at the end, like Lord the singer.
yeah. Okay.
The old Scottish or the old Irish spelling of Lord, Laird, Starlard.
There's 2 A's, so it's completely legal.
It's I, Starlard. Help me.
All right, Aaron, you can share whatever you wish to do.
Why my character's here?
Yeah.
Well, my character is several centuries old, and doesn't remember how they got here. They don't know what they are or where they come from. They're not sure if they're even human. So
you're a refugee.
a couple centuries. No, they just have wandered the earth for a couple hundred years. And like 200 years ago, they got bored of looking for answers and gave up. But this whole city with all these worlds converging seems like a good place to restart their search.
He
You might
got
go find
bored.
something. Yeah.
He got bored, started the revolution.
Yeah, I mean they've
Kind of
just
just left.
been living life for like the last couple hundred years. Kind of forgot about the whole finding out what they are. But this city seems like a good
Spent
place.
100 years in a crack den.
Yeah, I mean there have been periods of crack denniness. But after 5 centuries, you've kind of tried it all at some point.
Fair enough.
Quick, just blow opium in my ass. What?
So Confucius did.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, not really expecting to find any answers in the city, but seemed like why not check it out for a bit.
Cocaine and my anus.
not in that order.
All right,
Do the
James.
math, Lois. Times of fact.
Finley Guild is I can't remember any of the like actual names of like the super labs where they did things in the Sentinel
If there was
comics.
like experimentation stuff, odds are it would have been done by Revo Corp, which is totally not just an anagram of the word cover up.
I didn't catch it till you said it.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
So
Like it's the
people
best
Walmart-
cover up fucking thing. Which
Fronties Italian Bistro, not a mafia front.
yes, that.
Swear to God, if you bring back Joe, whatever the fuck his name was.
That was good one time. You gotta save that for multiple campaigns.
Yeah,
His ass is going in the fucking ground.
We do it every time. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
What a twist.
Exactly. Like just
What like Archimedes or whatever his name was?
Hmm?
The big bad from your last Heroes game that I couldn't join in because I was.
his name was Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe. Okay.
Oh, that guy! I thought we were talking about the super rich Lex Luthor
Joseph
guy.
Ram Burton, or as he went by.
He had an eye for cotton. I think I even said that in the opening, and nobody caught that bit.
But yeah, Finley Guild was a like not quite super soldier experiment from Revo Corps. It was one of those like, well, what happens if we just like introduce DNA from different things into people? For Finley, it took. He is now the Badger. You know, he's a 6'8" hunchbacked Badger man.
Like a literal badger man.
Yes, like
a-
King Shark, but a Badger.
Honey Badger don't care.
A bipedal badger.
Yeah. I'm effectively a bipedal Badger man.
So kind of like
something I'd find on
Teenage Mutant
really.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bebop and
That's a
Rocksteady.
better comparison. I was gonna make a pornographic.
I was saying the things you jack off to.
Yes.
Weird tangential left turns for
yes.
500th of hour?
Fuck up flipper baby porn. Agreed.
And so yeah, he made his way to San Alonso or Heaven or Haven, however it's being billed as now, as kind of a way to just get off of Revo Corps' radar.
That's fair enough.
Probably a good
Ideally,
place to disappear.
Revo Corp has recently, with the revealing of their what's the word I'm looking for? Their
Bullshit.
CEO. Yes, their CEO revealing himself in the middle of a terrible situation. They're currently under new management, but a lot of their side projects are still kind of like being sussed through. So,
Oh, that's sus.
yeah, it is a bit sus. Sus indeed.
Emergency meeting.
So yeah.
That's kind of rough for me. That's where I get my gadgets.
So yeah,
Definitely messed
Finley is like a kind of hunched over. So like at the top of the hunch, he's like 6'8", and it's just like an American Badger, but bipedal and kind of pissed off.
Has to duck through most doorways.
Duck is a badger.
Oh, yes. That's a different character.
No, if
Duckman.
the Badger dies, I will roll Duckman, and he will just be like, okay, I will purposefully pick like all the Cape Crusader archetypes, and he will be Darkwing Duck, but worse.
He just throws like explosive rubber duckies. Just
Yeah.
So, Howard the
That'd be
Duck.
good. Howard the Duck. Yeah, Howard the Duck. Yeah, that actually is a superhero.
Oh,
true.
I think
that is a
kinda.
thing that existed at any rate. That's about all.
Okay.
Wow, why did
Howard
I
the
just
Duck had
scar
a show
myself?
on Comedy Central, I think.
Really?
There's a
movie.
Yeah, you say there was a movie. Not a good one. You're thinking Duckman.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Duckman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duckman, the man who was a duck.
Robin Williams is gonna play Howard the Duck, I think, but they couldn't get his voice. He couldn't sync up his voice or something.
Some such thing. I remember
Yeah.
hearing a story about it. But
Some such nonsense. Yeah.
Well, he just like wasn't a good voice actor.
No, I would never say that about Robin.
I mean,
That
look
would
what we
be
got instead to
blasphemy.
cover the genie. Moving on.
Anyway,
Talk about that.
game
All
time.
right.
I gotta go to the doctor at 2:30.
All right. So our story begins not inside Haven, but more off in the outskirts of an area referred to as the wards. Because despite what the commercial says, not everybody is super welcome in Haven. So the city has been personally funded by, I don't know what name did I go with? By the Grant Corporation, whose head is a younger woman, probably in her late 20s. She's their current CEO. But the city itself has come up in pretty much record time. I mean, most of it is already fully constructed. This section for people who have not yet gained their citizenship outside is mostly just, it's kind of remnants of some of the old buildings mixed with some like refugee tents and such like that.
Kind of like the place right outside the city in Cyberpunk, where you got like the actual city, and then you got this like slummy area just outside in the wasteland.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of like the trailer park that's outside every Air Force base.
Yeah,
kinda
like that, yeah.
So the refugees being pulled here through like portals involuntarily, or are people like coming to Earth?
When the Oblivion event happened, all realities got closed off from each other. But in the middle of in the throes of like the event itself, a lot of things were pulled in, both to assist, because this is the material plane in which things were occurring. Like this is where everything was going down.
Okay.
So people and entities were being pulled in left and right. But when everything got closed off, not everybody made it back.
Okay.
So,
Me, for example.
Oh, okay.
But San Alonso itself had been destroyed, so it made sense to kind of turn into a bit of a home for refugees, and that's where a lot of other funding and stuff came from. The reality of things of that is it doesn't always work that way.
Okay.
So there is a city for people to live in, but the line is very long, and they are very choosy of who's coming in and who isn't.
Viagra was supposed to be a drug developed to help people in cardiac arrest. Instead, it's a boner pill.
Yeah, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fail to the problem.
You're welcome for that knowledge.
The more you know, team.
Well, I wish I did.
So there are monitors around outside, like at various posts and stuff like that, because there are like security checkpoints to ensure that the more undesirable ones don't make it into the city. But it is just playing the same happy, welcoming commercial, like on repeat.
We represent, but are legally distinct from the lollipop field.
Which it does give it this happy vibe, but for those who have lived here for more than 30 seconds,
It's annoying.
it's entirely annoying.
Okay.
I throw some street punk at one of the billboards.
Just for some unnecessary reason.
Okay.
Alright, so I will let you guys decide if you've kind of banded together, because I mean, for the most part, there's no real structural system of who's living where. Now, if there are any like type of aliens and such like that, like Thorathians, for example, have kind of banded together in their own little hovels and such. But
yes, the Thorathian ghetto.
yes,
Don't
So-
fuck around
so-
in the Thorathian ghetto.
So-
Fucking don't do it.
So
We're
the
going to
idea,
clear that place out, right?
so the idea is that we're all trying to get into the city,
ideally,
and
yes.
we're all
Because
in waiting. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's band together.
Yeah, I would say I see Finley doing like the whole Iron Fist Luke Cage thing where it's like, oh, that person's screaming for help and I'm like a block away. Someone's getting their head busted open when I get there.
it doesn't matter if someone is joking; an ass whooping is occurring.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like that old saying when you call the cops. If you call the cops, someone's getting arrested. You know,
That's pretty
the Badger showed up. Someone's getting fucked up.
Yeah.
You made me run here.
And any of you who are within earshot, even if you're not particular friends or anything like that, you guys might very well be staying in roughly the same location. Because
Yeah,
like I said,
something like
there's no set areas. It's literally just here's a tent and half a building to keep you away from the rain.
Well, you're a mutant. You're a mutant.
I mean, mutate. If we're being technical.
You're an alien. Like
Sure.
you look like an alien of some kind.
I look like a cosmic form of energy.
She's a
Oh,
cardboard
really?
cutout stand-in currently.
Justice!
Are you like Wraith?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Frank.
okay.
I just handed her a character.
Okay. Well, you said all the heroes died. Maybe one of them's still around.
Oh no, they all didn't die. They're just off rebuilding every other city in
Okay.
the world.
That's Shadow.
Where'd he go? I'm not Wraith. I am legally distinct. I am Geist.
Wraith,
I'm
but
Spectre.
spelt wrong. There's no W.
There's just like an accent on it somewhere. It's French.
Right.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this
You
works.
think if there was going to be one hero that has a lot of imitators, it would probably be Wraith. She doesn't have
Oh,
any
most
actual powers.
assuredly, yes.
No, that's expatriate.
I'm not wearing hockey
Oh yeah,
pads.
she does just have guns.
Oh, my God.
Any bozo with a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
I'm a copycat hero.
Yeah.
You're in a zoo.
I'll stop you, Badger
I'm
Man.
a great butcher. This is a pet shop.
Oh!
And all of you guys do hear, actually, that it sounds like there's a scuffle coming from the next, let's say the next block over.
Real squirrel.
And by that, you guys can hear the sounds of, oh yeah, that's Lardass, he does that. So there's the sounds of gunfire, explosions, those kind of things. And from what you guys do know, the peacekeeping force here, doubly named the Peacekeepers, don't generally bother to come out this way.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So, just as flavor, because of the way badgers actually move, it takes me a while to get going, like 3-4 steps, and then I actually get the momentum to break into a run. Which is why I get so mad when people are like, it was just a joke, man. Do you know how long it takes me to start running?
I have to run for 30 seconds before I'm running.
Mm.
You know how wasteful that is.
I'm
What
gonna.
if you got a ride up to speed on my chariot?
I'd be less pissed.
But still pissed
Hop
off.
on. Hop on.
Alright,
As you,
I'm.
as
So
you
we
get
will-
on the deck, like extends behind the
I
chariot.
suppose we will start off, since you guys are not currently in the scene. James, you can start us off in the initiative. So the way the initiative works is literally just one person picks who the next one is that goes. Now, if it's the end of the round and everybody is gone, you can't pick yourself to go again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Seems
so...
right.
I know that's choosing anybody. You can choose, like, villains to go, the environment. Everybody has to get a turn before the end, so I'll let you guys pick how it is that you wish to do it.
Okay.
I will start off everyone.
Alright. I will... I guess Badger, since we're just starting the scene now, if Jake is there, because I didn't get a name from him, I just forgot it.
Star-Lord.
Hey, Star-Lord. Yeah, so I should remember it. If Star-Lord's right there, yeah, I'm gonna hop on the chariot so I don't have to fucking run. Don't make me run. And I'm going to... I don't really don't have any powers or anything to use right now. Actually, I will... no, I can't upgrade myself. I'm not in yellow.
Well, since we're kind of at the spot, this hasn't actually triggered the combat part of the scene. Basically, it's if you guys are all going there, and we don't need to do that in turn
okay.
order if you don't wish.
So when we start off the scene, if we're like arriving on scene, what do I see? You said there was like explosions, gunfire.
Okay, you see what appears to be a series of ne'er-do-wells, street thugs are picking a fight with somebody who's clearly not. If he is human, he's certainly not normal, as his arms are literally on fire. But he's not screaming in pain; he's screaming in anger at the moment.
Seems like my kind of fight.
I'd say
Literally.
someone's temper's running hot.
Which I'll tell you guys what his name is. It's amazing.
Is it firearm?
Flamo hot man.
Is it firearm?
His name is literally Firearm, and his arms are on fire.
Oh
Sentinel.
my god.
It's Sentinel Comics. It had to be something like that.
It's as dumb
The
as it needs to
prophesied one. They said you would come.
be. The wooling from my dreams.
What?
So yeah, if that's how we're doing that, I would like to basically come crashing down from on high. How many minions are there?
I'm setting them up as we speak.
Okay.
I can find more of my D4s.
Do you need a couple
Oh no,
D4s,
there's another
G?
one.
Alright.
I found them. They were just buried under this.
Go.
So it is currently 3 shooters, or what you were assuming, because they're dressed in gang colors, have bandanas, and him, they're squaring off. Now there are civilians and stuff out here, people who are not engaged in the fight, but it's obvious that there is a danger here. And once again, the peacekeeping units are not making any attempts to come out here. Like there's a checkpoint not 50 feet from here, and they're watching, but they're making no attempt to stop because they're not inside the city.
See, there's a part of me that now wants to be like, okay, I can't wait till we get to the yellow thing, so I can hurl a minion at one of the peacekeepers, screaming, "What the fuck's wrong with you guys?"
You can actually access one of you guys' further abilities, but you have to take a minor twist to do so.
Ah,
That's right.
maybe eventually. Right now, we're just gonna. So yeah, I'd like to just come crashing down on top of one of them, and use my frontline fighting power and just wreck someone's day.
Okay, so what do you use for that?
So my frontline fighting power is my imposing power at a D8, my quality, which is
Imposing your quality.
yeah, my imposing quality. The power that I will use for it is my close combat. Only makes sense.
I think close combat's a quality as well.
It's just one of my.
It is.
It's a thing that I have dice for up here. It's just I got it from like struggling.
Well, yeah, because there's supposed to be one power, one quality to it, and then your status dice. So you choose one of your powers to go in place of that instead of like it could be close combat instead of imposing, depending on which way you do it.
Oh, okay. So my claws are a power.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. So I'll use my claws. My power from frontline fighting, which is because it's linked off of my imposing, and my status dice is green, so D10. So let's see.
And who are you attacking? One of the minions?
Yeah, one of the minions, not firearm. Do I know firearm? Like, have I seen him before?
On somebody's turn, they can attempt to make a thing to figure that out. But currently, you're fucking up the guys with guns pointing.
Yeah, the ones who look like they might have started the shit. If I'm wrong, whatever. Frontline fighting is power quality, so use mid-medium, mid-max. So max die 7, that's what he has to save against.
Which he can't possibly make, because he rolls a d4. Look at that, he got a 1.
And then...
So he is straight flattened.
Oh, actually, I think frontline fighting is add both. I think that's what that shorthand means.
That's still worse.
That's still 13. Whoa!
So just in leaps this Badger Man, and just comes in with just a claw, and just... Dude is down for the count.
And then, badger noise.
Right, who gets to go next?
I will actually popcorn it off to firearm.
Okay, Firearm, very confused about what just happened, but super digging the fact that one of these guys just got fucked up.
By a giant badger.
Man.
So using his ability, his unstable ignition, he is going to roll 2 of these and take the better one.
I'd be constantly trying.
So he got a 4. So he immediately goes, "Ah, cool, I got help," and lights up one of these other guys.
That's got you to think.
Who fails his save and gets horribly burned. The difference being, the Badger just cut the guy and brought him down.
Yeah, it was like a backhand.
This man is dead.
Whoa, man! Whoa, 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 whoa!
You have my undivided attention.
Yeah, that is the badger going, you have my undivided attention, sir.
Insert the Metal Gear Solid.
All right, and Jake, you may go next.
I'm going to use a combination of gadgets and leadership. Basically, just pull out a blowhorn. Hey!
Like a megaphone? Like
Yeah. Who's the enemy down there?
All right.
What is
Hey,
going on?
Firearm, is that your name? You having a rough day?
So go ahead and roll.
Damn, Jake.
We will count this as an overcome action for you to help figure out how the situation is really exacerbating, I guess would be the way to
You
put
didn't
it.
leap in and assume a man named Firearm was an innocent bystander.
I never assumed he was an innocent bystander. I assumed he was the defensive party.
Alright, so I got an 8, a 5, and a 1.
Okay, so for an overcome
To
action,
get in there and
you go
save
with the
death
mid,
murder.
the mid dice. So,
Mid, so 5.
all right, so a 5 on an overcome is the action succeeds, but with a minor twist. So,
Oh no.
so either you can choose what the twist is, or I can. A minor one's not going to be the most unearthly thing that occurs, but
I'm going to figure out that Firearm is the guy that I assume.
you know very well that he is a criminal.
Okay.
He's a career criminal.
He proves his criminality to me by shooting at my chariot, and I dispel the chariot and fall over.
Okay, so you fall down, take damage equal to whatever your minimum dice was.
1.
Okay. So you just get piffed.
You like hit an awning, just, huh! Ow.
Ow, I fell on my tongue and I hurt
Alright.
myself.
Alright.
I fell on my fucking keys.
So who gets to go next?
Aaron, go ahead.
Okay.
Nails and
So we're all just assumed to kind of be there now, right?
Yes, at this point.
Okay, then I think I'll use my...
Oh yeah, my principle of the indestructible.
I will use my...
Which I forgot to write down what the overcome of
guess-
that was.
Teleport.
Just charge in like an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
It's
thought-
literally overcome with an action where you just charge in.
yeah, I don't know what radioactive aura does either, but I assume.
As I recall, when a new thing enters the scene, you roll your radiation die against it, if I recall right.
That sounds right.
I'm just going to use my Radiant and my... What would I combine it with? I mean, I'm gonna
Anything you wish.
But these are still gangbangers, right?
Oh, yes.
Fitness
I'm gonna throw one at it.
to...
Badger no.
And don't forget to roll your status dice as well.
and then that's a D8.
So
Fitness is
which
probably not-
quality were you using with it?
I think fitness
Fitness,
is the
okay.
only... That's probably not a good one. I'm just gonna like try to blast him in the fucking face with a laser to bring him down.
Oh, what all
Get him to
qualities do
stop
you
shooting.
have? Out of
So that's the thing. I only seem to have 2. Conviction and fitness. I think I might have missed writing down others that I'm supposed to have. What gave you me qualities?
they
Having
were from-
blank slate gave me conviction and fitness.
I think you gained access to more, but I mean, if those are the ones that you have, that's fine.
Those are the only ones I've written down. All my
You're
others.
blasting him down with conviction, like you want this motherfucker
Yeah, sure.
down.
Either way, I only rolled a 6.
Are you shooting firearm here?
I'm shooting at firearm
Okay,
to
so
try to make him stop lighting.
so
people
minions
on
and
fire.
lieutenants, the way that they work. So a minion, it rolls a save against it, which is just equal to its dice. But if it fails, it's just immediately taken out. If it succeeds, it goes down by 1 dice tap down to eventually where it's at a D4, which case it's out. Lieutenants work slightly different. They only go down a die size if they fail. So
Yeah.
So firearm rolled a 4. So he did not succeed against your damage, and you weaken him. So you just literally soar in here, or I don't remember if you fly. Or,
I can slide.
so you just fly in, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a problem. You saw him drop him out of the sky, and just go. Like, it's always in the fucking eyes.
I bring you the word of God.
He says,
Get wrecked.
"Shup."
I fall off the chariot, and you hear, "Oh God, firearms the enemy! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!"
All right, so do you wish for the last minion to go next, or for Michelle to go next?
You can go next.
Okay.
Cardboard stand-in.
Yes.
Spectre comes in.
Spectre.
Hey,
Legally
it fucking works.
legally
Did you see
distinct.
that? Did you guys see that shadow?
You saw not a goddamn thing.
Look, everyone, it's Ghost.
Yeah.
All right.
Every other version.
I'm going to
Look, it's Reaper.
use my ability Strike from the Shadows, Agility, Stealth, and my status. I'm gonna hit Firearm.
Yeah, that makes sense considering that we all just made a huge ruckus and fucking the silver shadow over there just kind of like drops down and goes Kia!
Yeah.
Ah, weak.
What do you use for that? Is it your mid die?
I attack with Stealth, which is my D10. I got a 3.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to
That-
defend against the damage regardless.
Damn
So
it.
he got a 6. So Firearm has a special ability. Whenever he succeeds at his save, use that roll as an attack against his attacker. So literally, you leap out to get him, and he goes, "Oh no," and just blasts you with fire for 6 points of damage.
Oof.
Which you still get to save against, I think.
No.
Oh.
I defend
you
with
don't
my
get to-
min die.
Oh, well.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so you narrowly managed to roll out of the way, but he definitely saw you coming.
Shit.
All right, it is the gangbanger's turn,
Yeah. That sucked.
and he is going. So he can shoot it up to 3 targets. Yeah, that's the way his ability works. Okay, so he is going to shoot at the badger who just murked one of his buddies, the idiot who just fell out of his chariot, and
The guy they were originally
Careful.
sticking up or something?
yes, and the guy they were originally fighting. So first the one against him rolls a 3. Gets a 5. Now, this is not a reaction ability, so it just blasts him back. And he can't make that save. So, literally, the gangbanger goes to shoot at Firearm, and he just casually melts this guy.
Huh.
It's-
Whoosh. Oh.
So, that happened. It is
Balls.
now the environment's turn, which I don't have a specific environment for this, but I can figure something out. So I am going to instead, all this commotion has drawn more people out. So we are going to add 1, 2. As 3 more various types of gangbangers come out, they will go into next round's initiative.
Sweet.
So that is the end of that. That is the first round of the scenes.
Now they entered the scene, so can I roll against them with my radioactive aura?
As I recall, that is how that works. Let me double check. I think for that one, you just rolled a single dice, like
Okay.
whatever your radioactivity power is.
Seems about right.
Yeah, if you roll a whole suite of dice on that, that'd be
Yeah, no, it'd be like nigh
Probably
ridiculous.
don't.
So let me double check that ability.
Maybe a status die too, but
Do you remember? Was that under your wild card one?
that was under. Maybe?
Oh, it's probably under your archetype.
It's under green. I know that.
Yeah, so I think that's probably gonna. It's in the elemental
Oh, it's the elemental one. Okay, hang on.
thingamajig.
I gotta find what page that's on because I believe that's how it works, but we will
Yeah,
double check.
I'll write that down.
Elemental manipulator, number 9.
And while you're looking that up, Gary, can I see your cheat sheet real quick? Because I think that has like some minor twist examples on them.
It might.
I'm great.
It does.
I'm great at minor twists. I can do minor twists.
Here it was equal to their max die. Here it was 100 using the max die.
That is not. Oh, do you have written like what your power source was?
Nuclear. Radiation.
Radiation. That's what it's under.
Radiation.
When a new target enters the scene close to you, you may attack it by rolling your single power die. So yeah, we will say one of them did run by you. One came from
Okay.
over here, so you can roll it against pick which one you want to roll against. It doesn't really matter.
Number 4 over there.
Well, he can't physically make it.
But if he meets, which he did not, so this guy comes running through and just goes and just falls over and starts vomiting everywhere
Got him.
from radiation sickness that is not in any way under his control.
It's not even acute radiation sickness. That's advanced radiation sickness. He's already vomiting.
His hair is falling out in clumps. His arms.
But he's not dead.
Real brittle.
Radiation.
He's also been exposed to it for like 4 seconds.
You should just leave, bud.
Depends on the
Yeah, fair.
millisieverts that he's been.
Fair. If it was microwave radiation, he's being cooked alive.
Okay, so
I've
since
been
that
watching
happened, Jake,
videos.
you can go ahead and take the
Because
first
rules.
turn of this round.
Hit his eye, cadmium man or California man. What?
Californium. What?
Californium's a hyper unstable radioactive element.
Dude, I saw one of those Saturday morning breakfast cereal comics. It was like, look, we really appreciate all your help, but we just can't name the next the element you discovered after you. It's like it was a sad day for Dr. Hitler balls.
Whoa!
It just struck me
Whoa.
funny. Like fucking
Ballsium.
Shabbos.
Hitlerium.
Hitlertonium.
Alright.
Testiculo the cloud.
I have Gimmick Vitality. It's just an interesting one. Use max die. If doubles may also attack with mid die. So I'm gonna try that out. So I'm assuming that I have to use my vitality.
Yes, you have to use vitality and then some quality. You pick which one.
Quality. Status.
Yep, and then your
D6.
status dice here.
And I'll and I guess I'll do gadgets.
Is that one a power or a quality? Because vitality's a power.
It's a power.
Which ones are the qualities?
So the qualities come from your background and your archetype.
Range combat.
range combat, signature vehicle, and leadership.
Yep,
Yep.
those
Leadership
are
would be a
those are qualities, and then
Well,
and then
signature vehicle is a power, but
Signature vehicle, nuclear, vitality, and gadgets are all powers.
Yes.
yeah. So it sounds like you had
I have two
not
qualities.
a ton of qualities. I think it ultimately comes down to you're allowed to pick which ones you assign dice to. You guys opted for more powers, which is fine. Because you can also use an untrained quality or power, but it's only a D4.
Sorry.
It's pretty much just with qualities. Powers are a little bit weirder, but
Is random. Can I use random as a quality?
your D8 quality is yes, you can use that.
Okay, I will use that then. And I will materialize a horn in my hand, blow it, and yell, "Charge!" and then just charge firearms.
Okay.
When you say a horn, are we talking like an old school cavalry view?
Yes.
It's like one of the twirly ones for something.
Yeah.
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 Sousa, where's my people?
Oh, not great.
Hail, riders of Broham!
Alright.
Bro.
I did get doubles,
Your
But they were
dice
ones.
but
are
they were
cheese.
ones.
So you can attack another target with that.
I'll throw another target. I do 9 to firearm. Looks like.
Okay. Well, he can't possibly make that save, so he's going to fail it. So he does go down. 2-1 or down one more thing. So who are you attacking with the other one?
The other one,
There's a guy with a baseball bat and a guy with a gun.
it's the guy with the gun.
I was gonna say, wait, it's only 1 damage, right?
Yeah.
Attack me, I won't take any damage. I've got the DR1 while I'm in green.
Well, the minion does not die from it, by God, but he's very confused as when you tackle firearm and just knock him down a peg, he blasts off a shot of fire, and it caused this guy to trip, stumble, and bang his head on the wall. It's just, ow, fuck!
For 1
Hey,
point.
Harvey Wallbanger.
So, who gets to go next?
Oh, yes. Badger.
The Badger.
All right, so the guy that just got that just kind of like soaked up the plink damage from Star-Lord. I'm going to grab him and hurl him at Firearm using my throw minion.
Okay, do you have access to that ability? Or
I
do
know
you
I have to take
it
minor
as-
twist,
Okay.
and I will take one of the pre-made twists where I will add a number of minions to the fight equal to the min die.
Okay.
Yes!
More people are just gonna come running.
Yeah, more gangbangers going on. They should be done by now. And I'm going to
Oh,
be using
yeah.
I'm going to be using my claw power, my strength quality, and I'm in green.
Lit.
So I'm adding 3 minions to the fight,
Okay.
and let's see here. So the minion has to save against an 8.
So there's this dude that has the baseball bat, but you were hitting the other one. So
Yes.
This dude's just gonna eat shit.
But he still has to save because Firearm will take his save as an attack.
He
That's
rolled a 1. So Firearm gets hit by that attack, but has to roll a thing as it. So Firearm succeeds, and even if you didn't knock this guy out, Firearm would have killed him. But lucky enough, you knocked him out, and narrowly, his just blast of fire misses him. As like,
I underhanded him.
as you leap down and slash at this guy, he stumbles backwards, firing his gun, because, you know, he's an untrained idiot. And then that causes Firearm to start shooting fire at him, but misses entirely because the dude just fell down with a stab wound. Or a slash wound, pick your favorite. So you were adding 3 minions, you said?
Yes, that was the mid die.
Yes.
Okay, so I will choose the minions.
I just really wanted to throw him. I was hoping he was going to roll decently.
Take them both out.
Yep.
Hit another motherfucker
With another motherfucker.
This one guy comes out with a pair of brass knuckles.
Does any of them run past me?
One person is going to come out already holding a Molotov cocktail, like they just had it ready. And then another guy's going to come running out with a chain. He's the one that's going to run by you, Jake.
I'd like to think that everybody sees the dude with the Molotov and everybody stops for a second going, dude!
You already have it.
Overkill.
Okay, so the guy with the chain,
I just wanted to.
he succeeds,
Oh my
so
God.
he goes slightly up and just...
He vomits in his mouth just
Okay,
a
no.
little bit.
What I like
Vomits
better
in
is
his
he comes
mouth
out,
and
gets to
swallows
about
it.
the exact same point as the other guy, who was laying on the floor vomiting. He doesn't even get affected by your stuff. He just sees the other guy and goes, "Bleh," and hits right on it. So the guy's now covered in his own vomit and someone else's,
Wow.
and
Shit
just
day for
having a
him.
bad day.
Yeah.
Christ. All right, so who goes next, Badger?
I will pop it over to the minions. Let's let the bad guys go.
Okay. So the guy with the baseball bat, he's honestly done with.
I don't even fucking need this job.
No, not yet. He's like, okay, I don't know what the hell that guy's doing, but everybody who runs next to him seems to get sick. So the logical thing is for me to run up and hit him with a ball bat.
Yeah.
I'll let you think about that. So he's going to come rushing at you with his baseball bat. For 2.
Now I have to roll a save on
You
that?
don't have a save, unless you have a reactionary ability.
I don't think I do.
So literally, after you did your heroic charge and
Turn
everything,
the tables. No, that's in yellow.
so you flex and everything like that, and you're all proud of yourself for doing that, and this guy just runs up and hits you in the back of the head with a bat. It barely hurts, but just pap.
Take 2 from that.
Yeah. Now he is going to switch it over to Firearm. Firearm is not super happy about the way that things are going out right now.
Tell him to stay down.
Like, stay down, bitch. So he's going to shoot at this gangbanger, who is dead regardless because he's a gangbanger.
The sounds badgers make are terrifying.
Yeah, they're not.
The wooling of my dreams.
So literally, there are now at least 3 dead people at this location. You guys are trying to solve the problem, but it's getting progressively worse.
Yeah, seems fair.
And Michelle, you can go next.
Okay.
There's still 2 minions who have not gone.
Alright, I
As
am
well as
going
him.
to...
Oh, that's neat. It goes minion by minion, not like group of minions.
Mhm.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
So, like, if all you guys wanted to just have your turns first, then it would be all the minions in a row, but...
That's dangerous.
Yeah. I'm going to use my grappling hook, so I attack with ranged combat. I'm also going to use my throwing knife power
Yep.
for better aim. And I am going to attack one of the minions that hasn't gone yet. The one with the Molotov cocktail. Let's go.
Okay, fair enough. That is the D6 one over there.
Yes. Attack using ranged combat. I got a 4.
Alright, well, you immediately see that Molotov and know that's going to cause more problems. You're just like, nope. And she is just out. Lucky enough, she did not cause a huge fire with that.
That's what I was aiming.
Because that actually would have been really funny.
And I am going to reposition myself onto
At the top of a
the
building.
top of a building like some basic bitch.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I was kind of
And-
wholeheartedly expecting us to go full hilarity on it, and she grapple guns the Molotov, just yanks it to the fuck, man.
Bruh! Like, just,
If I
and
would
just when they don't have their Molotov, they're just like, oh, they
Aw.
just leave.
if I had rolled higher, I would so have fucking done that.
Why did you already have this?
Hey, Ron, your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna attack. Just try to attack and take out this guy
Firearm, because he is literally killing
He
people.
keeps killing people, and it's not cool.
Cool to kill people.
Yeah, it's not.
It's him to fuck bees!
And I think I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use my teleport to attack, but like not literally to. I'm gonna teleport up to him and.
Yeah.
Make
It'll
like
be
a-
like the shit Nightcrawler does. In fucking
Yeah,
X-Men,
yeah,
for
yeah,
example.
Nightcrawler type shit.
You're gonna teleport a
Aaron.
shard in his body.
Aaron teleports and punches firearm square in the head of the penis. Just
Teleport,
Party
and I'm gonna use fitness for that as
Party
well. Not in my. Oh, I need
This
another
is
person about
testicles
it.
out his anus.
gonna pull your dick out your
10,
ass.
14,
You're like, "Oh,
17.
God."
Well, he's super dead. No, it's just
Yeah, well, I
like
don't
yeah.
wanna
So you just
kill
teleport.
him.
And just,
Yeah, just teleport up like behind him and just. Do
well, he
like
can't
a-
possibly make the save for that. So
teleport behind him and just do like a karate chop to his neck.
he's down. The gangbangers at this point are still mad that there's shit happening. At this point, they already got their chain out. So I mean,
the Brock Samson eye twitch.
I love that language.
so
I kinda...
there is one minion that has not yet gone. I believe that is the only other person who hasn't gone. Everybody else has gotten a turn.
Everyone
Yep.
else is
Yep.
gone.
Yep.
So the guy with the chain.
It's hip to use chairs. What? Oh, God.
So what he's going to attempt to do. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. So firearm is down, but at this point he's more freaked out than anything. He's going to try to wrap his chain around the badger to attempt to hinder him.
Aww.
So he rolled a 5, which is a -2, but he gets a +1 to that, which is still only a -2 because it doesn't go up to the next tier. So he wraps his chain around the badger. Badger, you take a -2 to the next
The next
action that he's
thingamajig
performed.
I do.
As he's just like, alright, I got him! And he starts trying to yell for help, but there's nobody else here. Or, well, there is the guy with the bat, I guess.
Not for long.
So the stage continues. Like I said, I don't have an environment for this one. Oh, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use...
Cocktail weenies out.
So next turn it goes into the yellow. But things are going pretty well for you guys. So since he hollered for help, it's going to be the guy with the bat who goes next.
That makes sense.
And he's going to be like, oh cool, we got one, and run over to wail on the badger with his bat.
Attack of opportunity.
I hope it's a 1 or a 2.
That is
Oh!
a 7. This
Alright.
guy knows what's up.
Well, that's a 5 because we're now in yellow.
Yep.
So I use the yellow version of my damage resistance, which is 2. Whack!
You now have my undivided attention. like the picture because it's this dude in fucking like combat, like fucking camo pants and a wife beater with a bat that has nails in it. Like fucking, like just
Yeah.
So that was their big go. You know what, Badger, you go next. So you take a -2 to whatever you're gonna
It
do.
only
but-
seems
I'm
fair.
gonna use my frontline fighting and disembowel the guy who put a nail bat in my side.
Alright, that's fair.
Non-lethally disembowel me. I'm just gonna punch him really hard in the
What is
stomach.
the Dead Rising 1?
Yeah.
And then the human gets back up. The zombie falls over, but the human gets back up and you just.
So let's see.
At that point, you're
Frontline
punching
fighting
him.
was imposing. I'm still in green.
Best part of
and-
that game was zombie surfing.
No, we're in yellow.
but my status die is still green.
Yep. That part doesn't change if you have access to your abilities. That only changes if your health goes down to whatever threshold. So I like the idea that he comes over, hits you with a bat, and you just barely move, but turn around with that imposing look of, oh. And it was at that moment that Clarence, the guy with the bat, realizes that he fucked up.
Well, he hit me too, so I was gonna call dibs, but seems unfair.
Yeah, I think for my frontline fighting, it's either add them together or I hinder with the mid die or something like that.
Does it say max plus or something like that?
I don't know. I shorthanded and it's just power quality. But regardless, because I know the attack is with the max die, that's a 6, so 4 because -2.
He gets a 6, so he does go down by 1 because he is a minion, not a lieutenant. But he's just, oh god. And you just turn around and slash across his chest.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna 5 hinder his buddy that hindered me. Like, how do you like it? Because I'm big and scary now.
Oh, yeah, that applies to hinder as well?
Yeah, I think it's either both of them, in which case he's super fucking dead. That's an 11.
Which ability was it?
That is frontline fighting from physical powerhouse.
The villain abilities will not help here, as that would be far more powerful. I recall physical powerhouse is like the first one.
Yes. It's on like.
Oh, it's number 3.
Yeah.
Attack using power / quality. The target of that attack must make an attack action against you at its next turn, if possible. That's what frontline fighting does.
Okay, so it was off of my imposing, which was the higher dice anyway at 6, so 4. Yeah, everything was fine.
So he has to attack you again next turn if he's still up. He doesn't get a choice. Alright, so who goes next?
I'll popcorn that off to Wraith.
Oh, yes.
I like popcorn initiative.
I think
It's fun.
It is fun.
Alright, I am going to...
Because the way, in my mind, I've got this motherfucker attached to me by a chain he threw on me, and I've got a hold of this motherfucker.
That's why he has to hit you. He can't move.
Let's see. I am going to strike from the shadows on the motherfucker with the baseball bat.
Dive kick!
Dive kick.
The fucking game is amazing.
Alright. Throwing knives.
That's not a napkin, lad. That's bread. You use it to pick up couscous. I
See.
should have rolled
Throwing
Colonel
knives.
Gentleman.
Action.
Did you know? Well, you probably know this 'cause I think you've seen all of the Venture Brothers now. I guess the guild's level rating for like its equally matched aggression or whatever, the EMA rating, was because of the Action Man. Just some douchebag named Turnbuckle walked onto the fucking Venture compound, grabbed Rusty and said, "Fight me!" And Action Man just pistol whipped him into the ground like a fucking tent post. And then he goes, "You'll kiss my ass," and he shoots him in the face.
Alright.
Fucking beautiful.
So, throwing knives, stealth, and... Oh, drops down to a D8 for status because we're in yellow now.
No.
No, that's
that is your health status.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. This usually be that.
I'm trying to decide which finger I'm going to use to kill you. Think of the thumb. The left
Alright.
one. Right one's too powerful for you.
That is a 10
I never
for
specified
ranged
who's-
combat. No, it's stealth. And I defend with a 1. Weak sauce.
Well, he got a 5, so... ah! And the dude just falls down as there is now a throwing knife embedded in his leg.
My leg!
Yeah.
Your buddy's over here vomiting. Which, yeah, you guys should probably get him to a hospital.
Should we?
He's starting to get boils. Like, fuck. Alright, so who goes next, Michelle?
Uruk's a bloody savage and he knows when to pull his punches.
Badger's gone.
Yep, and you've gone.
I've gone. Hey, Jake. Your turn.
Star-Lord!
Fuck it up, Star-Lord.
Who's left? Guy with
This
baseball
guy who's
bat?
holding a chain, which finally just got released from the Badger as he grabbed a guy who is now flailing on the ground in pain.
Now this otherworldly mythos that I have a D12 in. What's up with that? Can I use that? Is that like a quality?
That would be a quality, yes.
Quality. Okay. Can I borrow a D12?
You can use it
I didn't know you had a 12.
in the sense of describing it however you want.
Okay.
Like a,
You can just start
otherworldly-
chanting an eldritch spell of some sort and then just punch him in the gut. Just
Better.
Yeah, zub.
I'm
shove
going to
nigger off.
go otherworldly mythos, random, and
oh, remember you have to have one quality, one power. Random was a quality as well.
random was
Yeah.
quality. So power, we'll go
Range combat?
nuclear,
Oh, nuclear? Oh, Jesus.
I guess the nuclear option.
and then
Nuke Thulu, is that Yulu?
green. I need one of these. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to float up to this guy, get right in his face, and then boop, him on the head and impart
No,
Eldritch knowledge to him.
yes.
Alright.
Warp that
I'm
boy.
I'm going
Mine!
I'm going for head explosion.
Head explosion. Open your third eye. Well, mid die is 6, max die is 7. I think nuclear we said goes off of max die. He can make an 8.
Well, if he's just doing just a basic attack action, the mid die is always what you got.
Oh, it's always mid die.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a 6 he has to make.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. He gets a 7.
He just gets a little nosebleed going, I understand. My master.
I understand everything.
You've made him more
More
powerful.
More slaves for the lust
He
face.
thinks.
You now know things you can never unknow. You know where the other 98% of the milk is. That's a stupid joke. But it's
I just lost an IQ point because of that joke.
What was the thing I was good? It's
Look how that just falls. Like, it's,
That was my IQ point fucking off.
fucking Psychonauts. I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
moving on.
Yeah,
the
I
normal
was
kind
not,
of milk
I
or the
was
kind of
not
Molotov
expecting
exploding
that.
kind?
You're like, huh,
That
that's not what that was supposed to do.
That usually has different results.
Little do we know it was Dr. Killinger in disguise. Your powers cannot work on me, you silly bitty.
Alright, so who gets to go next, Jake? It's either him or Aaron.
Let's let him go. Let's see what this eldritch knowledge has imparted
Sure.
to him.
Yeah.
I still think that even though he made it and he still goes down a dice, because he still goes down as he's a minion, he's still got like a heinous nosebleed, but he's like, I understand.
Does he still go down?
Yeah, well, he goes down one dice. He made the save, so he doesn't go down completely, but he just goes down one die size.
Just minions always.
Yeah,
Yeah, minions
whenever
go
they
down.
get hit, they go
Oh,
down.
okay.
Lieutenants, if they make their save, they don't.
Okay.
Which I'm keeping track of which ones.
And then
are, which ones
champions
aren't.
are basically us, or whatever they call the elites.
Yes, and then villains work just like you guys do. They just have like a hit point pool, and health doesn't always necessarily represent like damage that's been sustained to you. Like if yours goes down, it could very well be you're a superhero or you're like a super strength character, and like the building starts to crumble, so you're holding it up. So obviously you're not in the fight anymore because you're occupied.
Okay.
So it can be things like that. It doesn't always mean that you just gotten the shit beaten out.
Okay.
All right. So he stands there, nosebleed. His eyes have turned a vague purple. I understand so much now. Just whip somebody with a chain anyway. Like fucking.
I did you a favor. Why?
The tapestry of the cosmos has been unveiled to me.
And it makes me angry.
I have seen so many questions, but all of them have the same answer: violence.
Violence.
Just like he's gonna swing at you, Jake. You've opened his mind with a 6.
Ow!
As he just hits you, you're like, oh my god, you got the eye! Just,
That was the vulnerable spot for my people 5,000 years ago.
I'm getting massive eldritch knowledge and just hitting you with a chain.
Yay!
Alright,
Damn
so
it.
Aaron, you haven't gone yet?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
gone
so
yet.
it's you then.
Okay.
Ow, kill it with fire!
I don't have fire.
So is there a way
That's
for me to? I mean, should I
firearm.
just?
Oh, wait.
Would it just be to attack the guy? Is there a way for me to just like make this guy just chill? Like, I want to capture this guy. Like, should I just attack him or?
Yeah, you could very well just say that, like James said he was disemboweling dude, but you can literally just say that you're just trying to bring him down.
Because he's the last one. I feel like we need to figure out what the fuck happened here.
I'm fine with that.
I put just the right spin on my throwing axe so that I hit him with the handle instead of the blade. Bang!
Okay, I just realized I also have something called magical lore.
Order of the Triad!
So presumably I could probably use magical lore to justify having all kinds of magical abilities.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, totally. Legitimately, yeah.
Narratively, at least. Then I'm going to use my radiance and my magical lore. And my D8. So that's where I'm at. To like magically imprison the fucking guy in a cage
Okay, yeah,
of
we will
light.
use that as the attack action, but okay, so it's whatever your mid dice is what
My
you're
mid dice, which
Yep.
would be 5.
Okay. So he will attempt to resist this and fail horribly.
Okay, then I'm
So-
I'm
Yeah, you
imprisoning
literally
the guy
just like
in a
enchain him in
light
like
cage.
yeah. And the combat ends with this guy who has been enlightened with eldritch knowledge still holding onto the chain.
Buddy, no.
Enlightened with
buddy,
eldritch
just
knowledge, and now he's in a laser cage.
Yep.
I'm gonna just like reach in and grab the chain from. No.
Yeah.
No.
Not
No.
anymore. This is good.
Have you calmed the fuck down?
And they're gonna walk over to firearm. Just start beating it with a chain.
He's
Stay down,
unconscious on the ground.
motherfucker, Stay down.
His firearm, he's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
I
Did his arms
smacked
go
him on
out?
the head. I was gonna say, is he still on fire? Does he still have firearms?
His arms are still on fire,
Oh.
yes, but
That is a rough
but
life for him.
it's more just like they've cooled down to like
A smoldering.
yeah, like smoldering cinders. Like you could tell that his arms were. It's almost like he was forcing them to grow bigger and hotter. But right now he's not doing anything but possibly forcing out a fart, which is very bad when your arms are on fire. Oh, that's bad. Ah!
I'm on fire. The bad guy. Oh shit.
So finally, after the entire scene has been dealt with, a peacekeeping unit does make its way out and starts telling everybody to disperse. Move on. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Oh my God, that guy's arms are on fire.
Tell people that there's nothing to see here.
There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I don't know what's up with that guy's eye.
Nothing to see here. Move along. Thanks, Officer Butt Baby.
Officer
Butt Brady.
Bar Brady.
So they're just trying to push everybody out of the way.
kids.
Alright, you guys two, out of the way. I'm not sure what's going on here,
There's like
but
3 dead bodies. We should probably get out of here.
but none of us use fire.
I make lasers.
But these men were
Essentially.
obviously lit on fire.
yeah, actually no, they were super lit on fire.
Away! And yeah, I can
As
use
my
my
sun chariot charges
I
off.
feel like some of our abilities could be
misconstrued.
So yeah, the
Misconstrued.
officers start they start rating, yeah, a couple of these animals fucking killed each other. Like completely detached from the
That's
whole-
racist.
Yeah, no. When one of them says, "Yeah, a couple of these animals fucking kill each other," that the badger goes,
There's still a couple out here.
Yeah, we should go.
To retreat.
"Leave away."
Would you like otherworldly Cthulhian knowledge?
Sir, please leave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Or you.
Yeah, I just
I guess we all have ways to get out of here. You can stealth out.
yeah. I like to think that the sun chariot takes off and it goes, "He's my ride."
Yeah.
obviously make the leaping distance to clear it like it was no thing. I just don't want to run.
That's accurate. Like,
Yeah.
That was a fucking thing. What'd you do to that guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna disappear as well.
you're like, I'm gonna be real, I don't know.
You
I've done it
know,
so many times.
To be honest, there's so much eldritch knowledge out there. To get a simple nosebleed, that guy was like,
Fair.
The others
Quite
were irradiated.
fortuitous.
Huh?
Said the others
Yeah,
were
this guy's
irradiated.
still vomiting.
So.
My kidneys hurt.
I can taste sound.
I can smell the color 9.
I really wanted to use Wither there when we got into.
Clear.
I just wanted to walk.
I'm
up
gonna
to
make a
someone.
quick note on
Is Wither
something.
a power or one of your abilities?
It's connected to nuclear.
Oh, okay.
It's in the yellow.
I just like that I can throw minions at people.
I wish I had
Yeah,
gotten
I know.
to turn the tables for you. I could have turned that hinder into a boost.
Well, if it wasn't.
It's like, ha! I've wrapped him with this chain. Oh no!
Oh no.
I now see the error of my ways.
Well, see, I didn't want to bug Gary to look up another power. I forgot to look at the action type for unflagging. It just lets me remove a penalty. I think it's an action. That's why I didn't use it.
Oh no! It's literally just at the start of your turn you do it.
Oh, so yeah.
It's
Yeah.
inherent.
You're hindered.
I still like that it was ha!
the unflagging was cut the
Jake.
chain off of me. The attack is just fucking headbutt him.
Right. So, as per usual, the Peacekeepers, which is literally all they're doing, is they wait until the scenario has finally ended, whatever violence has occurred, and then they just tell everybody to go home.
Come on, fly me over to your pool. I want to take a dump in it. Let me like old times.
So the city itself, beyond the wards, there's a whole entertainment district. There's the high-rise area that is actually full of all the rich people. There's an industrial park, which is mostly just waste runoff that's running toward the wards. It's its own thing.
There's an industrial, and then there's the industrial park, which is just upcycled old tools and machinery that they've turned into a children's play place.
That's dystopian.
Complete
as
with a
fuck.
tire pile.
I love it.
So do we have like? I mean, is that just like over? I mean,
That
the
scene is
scene
over,
is
yes.
over, but so, and we're just
And we just
no
pieced out before we got arrested.
consequences.
So yeah, you guys just piece the fuck out. I will let you choose what you wish to do from here. You can choose to.
Do we have like a place?
I assume you guys are all staying in the same rough tent, which is just literally a tent that's under an overhang from one of the old buildings that used
Yeah.
to be here. Because that's what most things are.
You're cool with that?
I'm cool.
I'm gonna go live on the sun. Here's a
Okay,
horn.
is that an option for you?
He's like, oh no, I've never tried. Bloop.
Blow it
Bloop. No, it's not.
He comes back with sunburn.
Here's a horn. Blow it for me if you need me.
Okay.
You can hear sound in
Are you
space,
really-
fuckers.
Maybe you can't.
I mean, it is I assume it's a magical horn. I mean,
Actually, yeah, you can make like an overcome check to look.
I mean, if you want
do
to
you
just
want me
fuck
to
off
roll?
to the sun, that was-
Yeah, I'd like to know if I can live on the sun.
Get out of my sanctum solarium!
Let's go, oh god, this one's gonna be bad. Nuclear, green, and,
Eldritch Mythos.
I gotta go with Eldritch Mythos on that one. I'll at least
Give me an
have a
overcome check, and we will see. Oh, please roll low, because it'll be hilarious.
That'd be amazing.
Kind of
D12.
low.
3, a 2, and a 5.
Your mid's a 3.
The sunburn!
Action fails or succeeds with a major twist. You get to pick.
You get halfway. You reach the stratosphere and realize, oh yeah, I need oxygen. Turn around.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess that was.
I get into
Hold on.
space.
Was this
And
the
I
first time you tried to do this?
just like Iron Man when he ices over, like
Like we just got done with a street brawl, and your first thought was, "I'm gonna live on the sun now,"
To his credit, he gets a little closer every time.
which you did not know whether or not you could do.
You were playing
I
very
think-
quickly.
I think that I get there every time and just don't remember how awesome it is.
Or
So
how
literally,
terrible
you
it
guys
is,
just see him
right?
fly in or fly out. You're like, did he just say? And about 5 minutes later, you hear.
Badger just reaches out.
Yeah, you went to live on the sun.
Almost made it.
Take him in
There you go.
Next time I'll summon the chariot.
Just Holy,
You're like, I can't even fly. That's the weird part.
I got you, champ. I
Don't have the power.
I carry him like a toddler until I get into the tent, and I just fucking drop his ass unceremoniously.
Just throw him over in the tire pile that someone uses for a bed.
Good job.
I'd like to say he'll get there eventually, but I'm afraid to see what happens if you do.
So this is not the first time that gang violence has erupted. Basically, the whole area of the wards is just a boiling point.
And that's where we live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because shit's fucked, yo.
Right now, the way that you guys are pretty sure it works is unless you know somebody, getting in to actually live in the city is nigh impossible. And knowing very well that you guys can't really change the way things are from out here. Like, if you wish to attempt the humanitarian effort of actually helping these people, like was the given promise, you can't do it from out here.
If we do it, it'll be like I know you didn't really play Final Fantasy VII or anything. It'll be like the slums of Midgar. It's shitty, but we're just trying to make it less shitty.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
So ending gang violence with more violence is a current method.
And if you said current, I would say, and it's also a karmic method. With the power of truth, justice, extreme violence.
But
and
currently,
this gun I found.
gang violence has been reduced by 3.
And maybe more, depends on how many the
hopefully
peacekeepers
more.
round up.
Have you seen the new Rick and Morty about Planetina or whatever her name is?
No.
The female Captain Planet. It's pretty good. I've been catching up on Rick and Morty this weekend.
I've been watching a lot of fucking Venture Brothers, man. I love Venture Brothers so much.
I started watching the X-Men animated cartoon from the 90s. And as much as I love that and everything, it just...
The one with the big Sentinels and shit?
Yeah, which, by the way, are the most useless thing that I've ever seen in existence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just to clarify, because X-Men Evolution started in the 90s too, I think. Are we talking...
Yeah, yeah. But, like, quite literally, just the way that it's written and everything like that, is somebody will just be like, oh no, they're attacking! And Rogue's just sitting there for, like, a good 30 seconds as a Sentinel casually animation walks over and goes, BANK! And it's just like, girl, you had all the time. Like, just...
If the Badger ever goes out of commission, I'm going to roll up a Spider-Man type character, but like do all the stealth tricks with him too, and he'll be the trapdoor spider. So he's just like sitting somewhere, and a minion walks by, shoot!
There's a...
I'm the spider thief.
The later
Batman.
seasons of Venture Brothers, when they're like, the brown widow. This poor guy, like his spider shooters are like he actually has the thing on his butt.
He's got a spinner at the base of his
and
spine.
like he's there in disguise, just as like his normal person self, and somebody throws a fucking can or something at him, and he starts to go through the spider sense thing, but he just overanalyzes. He's like, I could do this, and to where it's just slow motion flying at him. And it just hits him in the head, and he just webs inside of his shorts. And it's like, oh man, he shit himself!
And then there's the episode where Dean moves into college, and he's cleaning out the spinneret with a fucking toothpick.
Yeah.
Or a fucking Q-tip.
Yeah, it's just...
Is Venture Brothers a superhero thing?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
because
know
of the
that.
Guild of Calamitous Intent and the OSI. And Sphinx!
Brock fucking Sampson.
I still love that it's Colonel Hunter Gathers.
Molotov cocktease.
Shorty!
So, between combat scenes, you guys do have a couple options.
Okay. Why is it that when I'm Brock, I still want to be Brock?
If you guys have taken damage, you can recover up to the next, like up to the top of the next tier. So, like, if you were in red, you can cover up to the top of yellow. If you were in yellow, you can cover up to the top of green.
I think
So-
we're all good with full health.
We're good.
And if you're in green, can you just top off to the top of green? Because I was knocked down to still in green. I'll do that.
I'm fair.
Yeah, I didn't take any damage. So.
Yes, I don't think anything ever hit you.
I'm still like I got hit with a nail bat, and I'm like, dude.
I'm 2 points into yellow, so I can recover up to
The top
of green.
Yeah, you can full heal.
Yep. So, at this point, you guys know the violence has only gotten worse. Like, this is not the first time, and definitely won't be the last. Like, between aliens, powered people, and just general gangbangers with nowhere to go.
Yeah. What the fuck was that guy's deal? I guess we'll never know.
I don't know. His name is Firearm.
His name was Firearm.
So stupid.
At least
He appeared
at least he's on the tin, you know.
He's got a thing, yeah. He appeared to be human.
Yes.
Though, other than the fact that his arms were on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, his name was Firearm. His arms were on fire. I go by Badger. I'm Big King Badger.
Badger.
But your arms are not badgers.
Yes, but that's not like Tinny Tim, who is not made of tin nor named Timothy, but is instead a Magneto for copper.
Are you actually going with Star-Lord?
Yes.
That is your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
It's like Dimebag. You think he's got like, you know, drug powers? Nope, he's a fucking living railgun.
I guess it's a real question of what you guys wish to do.
Well,
Getting into the city, like we've discussed, is the only way that we're going to actually make a difference for the people out here. Unless, and this is going to be like the like kind of duality where I'm part fucking Badger, so the territorialism and all that stuff is there occasionally. Or we can just, you know, rid the wards of the gangbangers and rule it with an iron fist of justice and cruelty.
He just like slowly starts going just slightly worse. His eyes darken, everything like that. But that's, you know, we'll call that Plan B.
Yeah,
Where it's like,
like Red Death.
yeah.
And we can darken their homes with the shades of their crimson
I'll-
blood.
I'll say-
Or
yeah. I mean,
Let's clean the
I
wards
think
of the gangbangers.
your
Let's
Badger
go
would probably
with
be a
that.
very strange guy. I have to imagine.
Let's clean
I
the
just
wards.
thought I was like, I know that you're not going to stick as Wraith, but it is funny to think that Wraith is out here in the because Wraith is like
she got disavowed.
Wraith is like a CEO billionaire,
Quite literally, yeah.
living in this like slum town out here.
Hostile takeover.
There's no fucking way.
The
She's
penguin
trying to help us get into the city. She can go,
It
come
should
and go
be
as
easy.
she can come and go as she pleases, but she's trying to get us there.
Yeah, I'll say in terms of staying out here, you know, I mean, I haven't really talked. My character is like 2 characters, and I feel like one of us is probably okay with staying out here, and the other one wants to get into the fucking city.
Maybe we can attract attention from people inside by cleaning up the wards and get a pass in so we can do more good.
I mean, you guys can make the attempt if you want to head to the checkpoint and be like, hey, yo, yeah, we're solving shit out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a thing to do rather than like let's do this more Deus Ex than Cyberpunk. Let's go talk to somebody that knows something instead of going off half-cocked.
Is there any kind of... Yeah, no, I don't have any...
I mean, I have banter, but that's banter. It's not like...
I have leadership.
So, if somebody wishes to go, you guys can all go if you wish to attempt access into one of the checkpoints into the city, and you can make your case of why you should be in there.
Okay.
Not you.
That's it.
And actually not you. No offense.
No, that's...
You free people.
No offense, but Badger. Yeah, that's fair.
that's a, yeah, no.
Leadership.
I'll get my coat and hat. Like, just,
Creativity.
Fucking Ben Grimm.
yeah.
Leadership.
Doesn't matter that the hat is a full 8 to 12 inches under the ridge of the back.
Yeah, I mean, do you are you disguised, or do you just,
No,
or
no.
are you just like, I'm a fucking...
He
monster?
used to disguise, but
Oh.
it's
You used to
You
do
like,
the thing
um,
that the thing used to
You're like,
do.
there's an
You're
alien
like
over there that
Beast.
just explodes. Like, I don't think...
Do
That's
you
a-
disguise?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm just glowing and
he's a glowing, mostly bipedal thing.
incandescent and
Okay, so you're like Beast from X-Men, basically.
and I'm
you're
like Dr. Manhattan.
I was gonna say the blue guy, yeah. Okay.
But
Oh, God,
yellow.
put on some pants.
But yellow.
With-
like the sun.
With my look at my yellow space dick. Whoa, hold on there, Chief.
The
You
burn.
You might have to get that checked out.
Why does
bro.
it have claws? To
Then
grab
I
onto
say,
you?
then I say our buddy Wraith goes and sees what she can do about getting us into the city.
I have no...
It shows like the little flaps in the cartoon of like how her mouth is moving under the mask. And you just hear like a speaking spell. I cannot do that.
It will have to be someone else.
I don't have any like specific.
Ah.
I'm not.
I will. Can I use future to overcome with knowledge of possible
Oh.
futures?
Yeah,
Yes!
boy,
You
that'd be
can
perfect.
do that!
Yeah, I
Do
we
it!
have a time traveling.
Time traveling.
Interdimensional
Yeah.
space
I
god
will
man.
use
Hey, would you hand me a pencil?
otherworldly mythos.
Oh, I got you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Leadership,
Okay, so the way that your
and I
principles
guess
work,
green.
as I recall, the principles, that is what? Principle of the...
Future.
Okay, I gotta find which one that's under.
I also have chaos, if that doesn't work.
Oh, yes, anarchy, plan B.
That's got fun.
Gonna start a riot?
Yeah.
Start a
Yeah, that would
riot.
work.
So your
Oh,
so your
right.
character, you have chaos and the future.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so overcome using your knowledge of possible futures and use your max die on this roll.
Okay,
So-
my max die is D.
But like,
Yeet.
yeah, like what does that mean?
So basically, he can peer into the future and look at... no,
What is-
you have to roll all of them still.
Oh,
So, yep, so roll the other 2 dice.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing with it, yeah.
Yeah, but like that, what does that mean? Like he can still pick which 3 dice he wants to use.
Yep.
It's still
yeah,
the
for your
8th
principles, yeah,
versus
you
the
just
8th
print.
one.
It's more about like situations.
So what
like,
powers are you using? What
I
are
am
you doing this
using leadership and status, right? So green die is a D6.
Okay.
So leader, my friends and I need to get into the city. Here's some otherworldly knowledge to distract you. Walking past.
Okay.
okay,
I mean, I
so,
got a 12.
so because you use your principle, so the way that the future works, so you could literally have just told him like lottery numbers, something like that.
Okay.
So because you use your principle in something, and you can only do this once per session, I believe, with any individual one. Everybody gains 1 hero point.
Yay!
What's a hero point?
So hero points are used at the end of each issue to give you guys some type of temporary bonus or thing like that. So
So keep
yeah,
track
keep
of them.
track of them. Yes. Anytime if you guys use one of your principles to solve one thing or to solve something like that. So literally, you just bribed your way in with lotto numbers.
Cool.
Yeah, look, tomorrow's numbers are 8, 32, 69, 42.
69,
Nice.
nice. And
Yeah. Tomorrow's a lot of numbers are 3, 18, 3,
It's not-
18, 69.
It's not.
Everyone in the scene goes, nice.
It's not that I glimpsed the lotto numbers. I chose.
Ooh.
That explains why the last 2 numbers are 4 and 20.
Ha!
The rest of the panel goes,
420
nice.
and 4 and 20.
20 blazing. And just fucking... All right. So the real question is, how high up are you guys going to go? Are you going to attempt to go? So you are inside the city proper at this point. Now, like I said, the city is separated into quadrants. You are now out of the wards. So there's the entertainment district, the high rises, which is referred to as Elysium Heights, and then the industrial.
I kind of want to live in Elysium Heights since I can't live on the sun.
Yeah,
So can we check that out?
we probably should find.
I'm going to very gingerly with my fucking badger claws get my wallet out of my pants.
He's got a gun!
Are we supposed to have stuff like that, like an inventory and money?
Ultimately,
Never came up in character.
yeah, since it's
shit.
like story-based, your character is assumed to have whatever it is you
Yeah,
particularly
as long
needed. As long as your
you're not
powers,
being, like,
qualities, and stuff like that.
And as long
I
as you're
don't
not being
have
like,
any of
I
that
pulled the
stuff.
MacGuffin out of my pants.
I don't have any
Well,
of
quite
that
literally,
stuff.
his
I don't
ability
even
between
know where
random
it
and
came
gimmick, like, it's just, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those kind of things are more situational, though, like Deadpool style, if you will.
My
Okay.
character
Yeah,
will be
well,
rummaging around inside himself to create gadgets and gizmos.
yeah, we should probably go get a base of operations of some kind. I'd say go to that nicer area and yeah.
Seems
That's
fair.
You're just gonna take one, or are you gonna attempt to communicate with somebody there to be like, hey, here's why we need to be here?
I mean, base of operations. I meant
mean-
more like apartments or something.
And yes, I do think that we're gonna go through the proper channels.
I think that we're
the
gonna try to
badger's
just
gonna sit
sneak
down
away.
with an apartment manager and be like, yes.
Well, the city is starting to be filled with other things.
I must have a garage to park my sun god chariot.
Dude, they're apartments.
I must have a parking garage to park my.
We've got a carport.
That'll work.
Will
It's
not
shared. Just
Do. Will
fucking-
not do.
Like, if you guys want to look for the higher tier apartments, let's just say...
Well,
Let's just say it's up to rate.
Yeah, I figured we'd go to the Elysium Heights area.
I think that we should probably considering how apartments work, we should probably go to the entertainment district where it's going to be like, oh, you don't have a ton of money? That's okay. It's a
Actually,
shitty apartment, but you're not
Live
going
above
Hey.
my bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me see what I got here. Pull up some scratch.
I'm curious, what principles does she have? Does it have any?
She has detective and stealth.
Principle
I'm
of the
gonna-
rich kid.
I'm gonna use detective to get a better better apartment.
Okay, basically like search through, find something that's gonna
Yeah.
work for you guys. Well, because ultimately it's like you're not just gonna want to be in a building somewhere. I assume you're going to likely want some sort of maybe
Place
something
we-
slightly out of the way. It's not going to be completely obvious. How
Yeah.
did the villains find us? Giant
Investigation.
T-shaped tower. Like, fucking, like, it's
Well,
the funniest thing.
I think that the tower was had defense.
Yes, I believe there was some of it. It's still just like
And
Okay, here we go.
Wasn't the tower for Titans East like lowercase?
I don't know.
All right, using deduction,
My
investigation.
next character will be the guru, and I'm gonna beat people half to death with
one of
a
those should be a
sitar.
power.
Yep, deduction's a power.
Okay.
So I need to grab a oh, status dies in green, dumbass.
Okay, so you're attempting an overcome
Yes.
to solve a problem.
What is it that old guys use in
Got a 6.
Zithers.
Kung Fu Hustle?
Zithers.
Zithers?
6 is
That's
an
a
action
good movie.
succeeds, but with a minor
That is
twist.
a good movie. Is it a mandolin or is it?
Um,
They're Zithers. 'Cause
Let's see.
I like those. I could. I'm looking at getting a 12-string electric acoustic guitar.
I'm gonna spend $8,000 on a really good shamisen and just hang it up there and be like, yeah, I'll never play you. I'm not gonna do that.
If you want, I can choose
The
a twist
minor
for you.
twist. Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of want
Okay.
to base.
So since we're almost done, honestly, so the Wraith manages to set you guys up with a nice little spot. It's actually over closer to where the industrial area is. It's literally a warehouse. It's just a warehouse that hasn't been accompanied yet. So you guys have space, your own little area, but
You can park
she had
the
to
thing in
go
there.
under like her own, like a fake name and everything like that. So she's not going to be staying here.
Ah, and who are you? Shell Corporation. It's French.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to borrow the book so I can start.
I kind of need it, but
Okay.
is your paper not there with you somewhere at home?
I
assume
don't
you
know
must
where
have
it
taken
is.
it. Like,
I
let's
don't
try to
know
look
where it
for
is.
it next week. If not, we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, if not, we'll just pull a new person for you. It doesn't take that long for one person.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to make 4.
Yeah, that was kind of where it was going. So you guys have established yourselves in the Kingdom of Haven. So you, or Kingdom,
actually
sorry,
Kingdom.
City.
It was actually oddly easy.
I
Get into
mean,
the
they
city.
they were street toughs and a low tier
I
super.
mean getting into the city.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
when you can fabricate lotto numbers.
When you
He's
make
not
it-
wrong.
I feel like the ability to see
I got
the
it.
future is going to come in super handy. Yeah.
Possible futures.
Possible futures.
Just because
So-
those were the lotto numbers on Earth
Thanks.
616.
So looming over the industrial area and over everything pretty much is the giant tower of Grant Corporation. It is literally the biggest thing in the city.
Ranch Corporation?
Giant G.
The one who fully funded the planning of the city.
Oh, Reed
Right,
Corp?
right.
No,
no,
not.
no Grant Corporation.
Oh.
So that is where we will end tonight's session, as that is just looming, looking at you guys, and unbeknownst to you, so is someone else.
Whoa. Well, now we know.
It is I, the Peeper.
God, dang it, Jay.
That's how we're able to get this warehouse so cheap.
Can I see the book, Gary?
See?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Give me this fucking book. So I've got this strength through victory thing that I forgot how it works.